Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. And next guest is an iconic fashion designer who has received a lot of national and international accolades for his creativity and the longevity of his brand. Nigerian-British fashion designer and creative director of the eponymous label Ade Bakare Couture has been in the industry for well over 2 decades and has established a solid presence both here in Nigeria as well as in England. And with the rate at which fashion houses come and go, we're excited to be speaking with someone who has been in this space for over 20 years. Welcome to the morning show, Ade Bakare.
Now, this is someone who actually deserves some accolades.
Accolades?
Oh, thank you very
You're
much.
global.
20 years.
Thank you
No,
very
20
much.
years is a very long
That's
time.
a long time. It's over 20 years. You started in
Yeah, over
1991.
1991, yeah.
Wow.
How has the industry changed? Because
I know.
obviously I didn't even 20 years ago, I was still a baby.
It's changed quite a lot, actually. A lot of fashion has now become more casual. Then it was a bit rigid, you know, sort of the dress code was a bit more formal. People sort of adhered to rules like day wear, evening wear, leisure. It was all sort of very regimented. But now it's a bit sort of freer, and people sort of travel around the world a lot more now. So sort of people express themselves, and they don't follow trends as consciously as they used to.
Right.
Yes.
So in terms of infrastructure, though, you know, would you say things have changed in Nigeria? Is it better than it was 20 years ago? Are designers still having the same challenges they had 20 years ago?
I set up in Nigeria, I think about 10 years ago.
Right.
So, because I'm based in England, and that's where I started the business. But from what I've seen setting up here in the shop, I mean, Nigerians are very fashionable. The designers, a lot of them are not trained, but you can see the passion there. But I always tell them that it's best they train or at least study it. So because fashion is not an easy industry. And if you're going to stay the course, you know, like you rightly said, yes, I've been around for long, but a lot of designers come and go. And I feel that's at times because they haven't understood the industry properly. Yes, well, sadly, that's what you say a lot in Nigeria. But now they're beginning to train and get experience, which is very important.
Yeah, because we're actually seeing a lot of designers actually having like master classes and then also having courses as well.
Exactly,
Maybe
that
like
helps.
a 3-month internship and actual class where you can watch them sketch and learn how to sketch and things like that. And you also have your own academy as well.
Yes, we've got a fashion academy because we started that. Initially, I used to do the Young Designers Creative Awards, which was a way of identifying and promoting talent in Nigeria. Right. We started it in 2006. That's actually when I set up the shop here. And I just realized that, you know, they need to be encouraged more, you know, the designers, you know, they really need to be encouraged. So I set up that, and then the spin-off was the school, because a lot of people started inquiring, you know, where can we train? So the school started as a result of that.
And this school, does it help with training how to understand diverse clients? Because you have clients from Dubai, London, Lagos, you know, all over. Is there like a, you know, like, is there a common thread among all your clients? And how do you cater to their diverse individual needs?
Because you're basically designing for women. I mostly design for women, although we do have a menswear line. And women are the same all over the world. They love clothes, they want the clothes to fit, and they want to look beautiful in the clothes. So that's the primary objective. So I think regardless of what country, the primary objective is to make the client and the lady look beautiful. Right. But having said that, yes, for instance, in England, towards the winter, we use warmer, thicker fabrics, darker colors. And in Nigeria, it seems to be like a summer season all year round. So it's like understanding, you know, the climates and, you know, trends.
Right. Would you say you have a favorite? Because as someone who likes to dress up and wear clothes, my favorite is actually winter.
Okay.
Yeah,
really?
so because you get to layer a lot, you get to play a lot with different, stacking. Is there a particular season that you prefer? Are there any types of clothes?
Strange enough, I do like the autumn-winter because then you do a lot more ball gowns, evening wear, where you can be very creative and very expressive. Summers are usually very sort of light, pared down, bright colors. So the autumn-winter is also one of my favorites too. Right. But in having said so, I do like the summer collections because for Nigeria, that's more applicable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You just released your spring-summer collection,
yes,
2018, which was well received in London and Lagos. What influenced the designs for this collection?
We used a lot of African textiles. You know, there's this current craze with the Wakanda thing going on. So I tried to infuse that into the collection. So we used a lot of silk, Adire, vintage ashoke. So when I say vintage, I mean sort of we have to send people into the villages to look for the wrappers. And I use the wrappers because they were woven in the 40s and the 50s.
Okay.
So that's what we sort of send them out to look for. Because I just felt it was so unique and there was more attention to detail with those fabrics. And then we also use like the Ankaras and things like that. But the collection in England was a tremendous success because a lot of people of color had not had access to that. And Stella McCartney actually made it very popular to use Ankara.
Yes, she did, and very pricey as well.
Yes, very
there was a bit of uproar with that because they were saying like, we've been wearing this for a very long time and it's not this expensive. And why is it so expensive? But there you go, Stella McCartney.
She's a brand.
Yeah, she's a brand.
A designer can put any price on.
Exactly.
I mean, people complain about us too.
Yeah, but you're a brand. And you're building an empire because you also have a perfume line. Is it out?
Yes, we launched it September last year.
Oh, wow.
And we have it now in Nigeria at the boutiques in Lagos and Abuja. And it's an eau de perfume. So it's both male and female. And it's got bergamot, white lilies. It's got ylang ylang, which is peculiar to West Africa. I wanted some African ingredients in there. So it's quite fresh and beautiful and long-lasting. Yes.
And you've got your hands dipped in so many things. I almost picked up acting because you styled Battleground.
Yes,
I kept seeing like pictures from Inidima. She's we're well acquainted. She's a friend. And she's just like, Ade Bakare, Ade Bakare. And the first time she did, I thought, oh, okay, maybe it was a one-off, but you actually styled the entire season.
Is that the whole cast?
Yeah, the entire...
I specialize in Adora, the lady who plays Adora, and Tenny, who is Adora's daughter.
So what goes into styling for TV?
Oh gosh, it's quite intensive because you have to
365
understand.
episodes.
Yes, you have to understand the character, the roles they're going to play in the outfits. You know, get everything put on, and nothing has to be the same. Everything has to look different. Yeah. In fact, I even have a cameo appearance today.
Oh, really? What time? Like 8:30, I
think. They haven't started airing yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't started airing.
So this is for the new season.
This is for the new season.
Oh, so you're styling the new season as well?
Yes.
Wow.
So you're styling, you're a designer, you have a perfume line, you also
empower
empower the young through your school, and you do cameos in your spare time. I want to live your life.
The cameos came about, it was sort of almost like an accident. I went with my manager and she said, oh, Ade has to appear. And I was like, oh, we hadn't discussed this. And she said, you've got to appear. And they were happy to have me on.
Yeah. So this is Ade as Ade?
Yes. So I come as myself,
So what's the line? Tell us, what's your line?
I'm not allowed to say.
You're not? Oh, yes, okay, I'll definitely be looking out for
But it's a beautiful series, and apparently it's the best TV series in Africa.
Well,
to 56 countries.
Yeah.
So they're doing a good job.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So what?
No, I'm just still in awe because of the fact that your pieces are very elegant, and they're for the grown woman, the woman who understands.
The woman is a woman.
Who understands her style. Because if I've worn one of your capes before, and the type of women that have actually worn those kind of pieces as well, they're grown women that understand their style.
Yes.
So is that how you would describe your brand? Is it
yes, with the couture, definitely, and that's how I started, and that's what a lot of people associate me with. Because when you design couture, it is quite expensive. So you have to design things that will stand the test of time and sort of classics, so they don't date easily. And I don't follow trends. After a certain amount of years, you begin to develop your own style. So I used to have a lot of ladies when they were a lot younger, and they'll say, oh, I don't understand what you do. You know? And then later on, when they're now more mature, they say, okay, I totally get what you want. Because it's when you're younger, yes, you can change styles, but when you get older, you begin to know what suits you.
Exactly.
Yes, but with the ready-to-wear is for a younger audience, what we showed in London 2 weeks ago, and that was well received, and getting in the younger audience. So I expect both of you to wear it.
Yes, we will. Is that your diffusion line as well?
It is, yes,
okay, so there's a diffusion
line
and
everything for every woman.
Couture.
Right. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. For those who think your prices for the couture are too expensive, like, okay, well, we have this option for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's produced in Lagos as well, so it's not just in England.
The ready-to-wear is produced in Nigeria because I feel it's very important to encourage the manufacturing industry in Nigeria, not always have to sort of import things. But the couture is done in England due to the specialty and sort of the skills involved.
Right. So for people who want to, say, intern with you, you know, you've talked about apprenticeship and understudying people.
Yes.
Are there opportunities?
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently there's a lady came for an internship and her father works here.
No.
Yes, and he told me. So isn't that
girl.
interesting? So she's going to start in June.
Oh, fantastic. I know who it is. I'll tell you. It's been amazing talking to you.
Thank you very
How can people
much.
keep up with you? For those living under a rock somewhere,
Yeah.
I mean, like, what's your social media?
We're on Instagram,
Okay,
Ade Bakare,
Ade
also
Bakare.
Facebook,
Ade
and
Bakare.
sort of a tweet I tweet.
Is there a site?
Everywhere.
Yes.
Of course, adebakare.com.
And there's, on Instagram it's Ade Bakare and there's Ade Bakare Couture.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
pleasant.
Well, that brings us to the end of the morning show. Thank you for watching from the entire team here in Lagos. All that's left to say is enjoy your morning and, of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye.